Greg Callahan from the Weekend Australian magazine, and I'm here with the lovely Layne Beachley, 7 times world champion surfer, and Layne's about to launch a new show on Wednesday, October 20, called Manly Surf. Welcome, Layne.
Thanks. Coming through the ranks at Manly Beach, which we now call Mantown, as a tenacious 7-year-old girl called Gidget, was incredibly intimidating, and I think I value those challenges because it taught me to fight for what I believed in. It taught me to be really clear on what my goals were and stay focused on those. Well, Gidget originates from the 1950s, from the film obviously, and even before that, Kathy Zuckerman was the original Gidget, and basically it means girl midget, and I don't think I reached 5 foot until I left high school, so I was pretty much a midget my whole teenage life. So the guys just automatically nicknamed me Gidget, and no one actually knew my real name until I was about 17. Everyone just knew me as Gidget. My mother, who adopted me, died when I was 6 years old, so I was then brought up by my dad Neil and my older brother Jason. And Dad was a very encouraging, supportive and nurturing father. He was by no means a soccer dad. He never screamed from the sidelines, but what he did do is he gave me the opportunity. He presented me with numerous opportunities to go and experience everything that I wanted to do. And I think very few fathers these days would allow a 17-year-old to renew their passport and start travelling around the Pro Tour on their own. The training program that I embarked upon was similar to that of a rugby league player, because I used to train with the Parramatta Eels. So it meant getting up at 5:30 in the morning in the middle of winter in the pouring rain, and I had the flu, and riding 20 k's in the rain and then going to do a weight session after that. Or on Sundays, which was sandhill days, we used to meet at the southern end of Palm Beach. We used to soft sand jog all the way to the northern end of the beach, and then proceed to do 40 hills at Palm Beach sand dunes, some which included going straight up the middle with logs on our backs that they used for the pathways there at Palm Beach. To become a champion in anything, you have to set the goal from a very young age and be very focused and clear, be prepared to work incredibly hard, and also learn from the disappointments, learn from the times when it doesn't go right, because they're just as valuable opportunities as our victories. I learned a lot more from my defeats than I did my wins. Considering I just gave you a snippet of what my training regime was like, I think I have an understanding of why I got chronic fatigue. I also had a poor diet, I had a poor understanding of nutrition, but the value of chronic fatigue for me was it taught me how important my health is, and without good health, I can't perform, I can't operate, I can't function, I can't live. When I was at the depths of chronic fatigue, which was the second bout in 1996, I had to become really patient and give myself the time to heal. But before I got to that point, I hit the depths of depression. I became suicidal. I had suicidal tendencies, and I lost that will and that love for living life. But I have the luxury of 20/20 hindsight, and I realised that it was a very valuable time, because like I said, it taught me the value of my health and taught me the value of listening to my body and listening to the symptoms, as opposed to just continuously trying to push through it and pushing myself too hard. My only fear in life is rejection. I think that's probably why I have a tendency not to be able to say no to anybody. I don't like to let anyone down, nor do I like to let myself down. But I've learnt, sometimes quicker than others, that what you fear in life you attract. So I tend not to fear anything, and if I am conscious enough of a fear, I tend to confront it head on and overcome it as quickly as I possibly can. Well, obviously a highlight for me was winning 7 world titles. I feel enormously grateful for the opportunities that I've had, and the fact that now I'm able to utilise those experiences to benefit others through my Aim for the Stars Foundation and through my clothing brand Blue Kiss and staging the richest surfing event in the world. I'm just grateful that Surfing chose me and I chose surfing. There's very few female pioneers, and I think as women we tend to believe that we're unable to do something until we see a woman do it first. So through the Aim for the Stars Foundation, the inspiration stemmed from having just that one person in my life in the deepest or darkest or most challenging moments to pick me up and dust me off and say, you can do it. Now I am that individual in these women's lives, and so over the last 8 years we've supported over 150 women, we've provided over $300,000 worth of grants, and it's not just sport, it's music, science, culture, arts, academia. I'm very proud of the fact that these girls can reach out and ask for me for assistance, and I'm incredibly inspired and motivated by them as well. It's a very inspirational show. It's about people that come down to the beach, learn how to surf at Manly Surf School, and you get to see how it changes their lives. From Paul de Gelder, the Navy SEAL who lost his hand and his leg after being attacked by a bull shark in Sydney Harbour. He ventured back into the water for the first time and went surfing and actually stood up. So, there's stories like Paul's and Hazem El Masri and the Muslim movement coming down to the beach and all the women going surfing. It's just a really inspirational tale of how surfing can influence a life in a very positive way.
Getting up the first time, it's just, I can't describe it, it's the best feeling. Got pounded. Layne got taken out by a beginner surfer. That's the joy of surfing, that Mother Nature just takes control and sometimes you just get taken out. But I love teaching people to surf because it really demonstrates to me how hard it is, and it makes me realise that at times I do take it for granted.
Well, thank you very much, Layne. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, Greg.
Chat with the Weekend Australia magazine.
Thank you very much.